What's up guys, ViperFPV here, and today I wanted to make a real quick video, and since I broke the bottom plate on my Marmotte, and you've seen the video from that, I hit that steel beam pretty hard. I would expect any frame to pretty much get destroyed hitting a steel beam that hard. So, but I broke the bottom plate on my Chameleon TI, which is kind of has like the old style carbon fiber. I mean, it is pretty nice carbon fiber. It's really strong. But I want to kind of do a comparison of how strong this bottom plate on this Marmotte is opposed to this Chameleon TI. I'm going to kind of line it up with the lines on the mat here, and then I'm going to kind of like see as I'm bending it, and I'm maybe using about half my force. I can bend it pretty well. See? Bend it again. But the Chameleon or Marmotte, when I bend it, or I try to bend it, I mean, I have to use a lot more force, and I can get it to move just a little tiny bit. So this carbon fiber is pretty stinking strong. I would definitely say it is. But I did have a question though, and I'm not sure if any of you guys can answer it for me. So if you have an impact, right, and the arm flexes just a little tiny bit to give it a little give to absorb some of that impact. So do you consider that strong, where it doesn't break it or delaminate it at all? I mean, there's a certain point to where you bend this, it's going to start delaminating the carbon fiber in it. And I'm not an engineer. I am not a frame designer. I don't have any specific hardware or any tools or anything like that to use. But from my personal opinion here, I'm thinking that maybe possibly from the fact that this frame, this bottom plate, this carbon fiber, is able to flex just a little tiny bit, is able to absorb some of that impact from whatever and distribute it across the entire bottom plate, opposed to where this is so stiff and so rigid that if you impact it just hard enough, it will just snap it. But it's kind of like a diamond, looking at it like a diamond. And a diamond is like super hard, so you can cut like glass with it and everything, but if you take a big whack to it like a hammer, a sudden shock, it'll just crumble up, because that's how it, hardness and then rigidity are kind of two different little things. So I mean, this is not as rigid as the Marmotte, but then again, maybe that little bit of extra flex does kind of help in like an impact situation, a sudden, because what we're doing is usually when we're flying around, we hit something suddenly. So it's like right away, smack, and then it has to like cope with that initial shock, and then it snaps. So I don't know, but I really do like this bottom plate. I think it looks really cool. I think it's definitely harder and stronger than the original bottom plates on like the Chameleon TI. But if I had some more testing equipment to be able to like really figure out, what's the stress before this thing actually snaps, and if you hit something hard enough, it's gonna just, instead of just bending a little bit, it's gonna just snap. So maybe that's what happened. But I do like my Marmotte, and I still fly it, and I have it all finished and fixed. I do like my Chameleon TI as well. I mean, this is actually the first bottom plate in a year that I've went through in my Chameleon TI. So I do have to give him credit. This thing is strong too, because I've been flying I mean, look at it. I mean, look at it's all filthy. It's all dirty. It's been like that for, I think, a year or so. I think I built my Chameleon TI back in maybe April or May of last year. So yeah, it's been holding up, and I'm getting another bottom plate since they do have the lifetime warranty. So even this was lifetime warranty, you just pay $5 shipping, and then you just get a new bottom plate. So that's one good thing about Armattan and their freestyle frames. But just want to have a really kind of quick rant for today. If you have any questions, leave it down in the comments below. If you know more about materials and how they stack up against each other, like hardness and elasticity and all that stuff, leave it down in the comments. I like to read that stuff and learn something every day. So I'll see you guys in another video. Peace.